The text came through at 11:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. I was in my home office in Seattle, reviewing acquisition proposals, when my phone lit up with a notification from the family group chat. Mom, stop acting like you're important. We know you're struggling. Below it was a screenshot of my LinkedIn profile. Someone had updated my job title to founder and CEO 3 months ago, when we closed Series D funding. I had kept it intentionally vague, no company name, no details, just the title. Aunt Linda, this is embarrassing. Sarah, just admit you're unemployed. Uncle Robert, my niece, the CEO of her bedroom startup face with tears of joy. Tyler, my brother mom's right. Time to get a real job instead of playing entrepreneur. I set the phone down and returned to the term sheet from an automotive company wanting to license our battery technology. The deal was worth $340 million over 5 years. I highlighted a clause about intellectual property rights, made a note for our legal team, and moved to the next document. But the texts kept coming. Tyler, seriously, Sarah, this is getting sad. You 29. Stop with the fantasy. Mom, we're worried about you. This delusion isn't healthy. Dad, your brother has a real career at the bank. Maybe he can get you an interview for an administrative position. I'd heard variations of this for 7 years, ever since I dropped out of Stanford's MBA program to work on lithium polymer battery compression in my apartment. They'd called it my science project, expensive hobby, quarter-life crisis. When I tried to explain the breakthrough, our new molecular bonding process that increased energy density by 340% while cutting charging time to under 8 minutes, Dad had interrupted. That's nice, Sarah, but when are you going to focus on something practical? That was 4 years ago. Since then, I'd stopped explaining. I'd stopped attending family dinners, where they asked when I'd finally give up and get a real job. I ignored Mom's weekly emails full of job listings for entry-level roles she thought might be a good fit. I just kept working. My phone buzzed again. Aunt Linda, remember when she said she was raising capital? Turns out it was just her maxing out credit cards face with tears of joy. Uncle Robert, the whole family is embarrassed. Just stop. Jessica, my cousin Mom's book club keeps asking about Sarah's company. It's humiliating. I finished reviewing the automotive proposal, signed it digitally, and forwarded it to our CFO. The deal would close next week, our 7th major licensing agreement this quarter. The family chat went quiet around midnight. I assumed they'd gone to bed. I was wrong. At 6:15 a.m., my phone started ringing. I let it go to voicemail. It rang again, Tyler. Then Mom. Then Dad. I was in the middle of a video call with our Japanese partners, discussing the manufacturing facility we were opening in Osaka. I muted the call long enough to text the family chat. In a meeting. We'll call later. Tyler, in a meeting face with tears of joy face with tears of joy face with tears of joy. Mom, stop lying. Sarah, this is pathological. I unmuted the Tokyo call, approved the Osaka facility budget, $180 million, and moved on to my morning review of the European markets. Our stock had jumped 7% on rumors of the automotive deal. At 7:30 a.m., my sister Emily called. She rarely participated in the family drama. You need to check Forbes, she said. Why? Just check. Dad's losing his mind. She hung up. I opened Forbes.com. There I was, front page, center screen. A professional headshot they'd taken 3 weeks ago. Headline, the 29-year-old who solved electric vehicles' biggest problem. Subhead, Sarah Chen's revolutionary battery technology has attracted $2.8 billion in venture funding and partnerships with 7 major automotive manufacturers. Inside, a comprehensive feature. They'd interviewed investors, partners, CEOs. Toured our Seattle facility. Photographed our labs. Verified our patents. The article detailed everything: our Series A, $50 million, 2021, Series B, $200 million, 2022, Series C, $600 million, 2023, and Series D, $1.95 billion, 3 months ago, valuing the company at $2.8 billion. One quote stood out: Sarah Chen's technology will define the next generation of electric vehicles. This isn't incremental improvement, it's revolutionary. My phone exploded. 4 to 7 missed calls. 8 to 9 new group chat messages. The tone had shifted. Aunt Linda, I always knew Sarah was brilliant. Uncle Robert, so proud of my niece. Jessica, OMG, everyone at my office is talking about you. Tyler, Jesus, congrats. Always believed in you. Mom, we always supported your dreams, honey. I stared at the screen, my face expressionless. 7 years of mockery, dismissal, being called delusional, unemployed, embarrassing, and now, because Forbes confirmed it, they always believed in me. Dad called again. This time, I answered. Sarah, honey, why didn't you tell us? I tried. For 7 years. Well, you weren't very clear. We thought you were just working as a janitor. I quoted Mom's text from the night before, playing entrepreneur in my bedroom. Silence. Your mother and I are very proud. We'd love to take you to dinner. Celebrate properly. I'm busy, sir. Come on, don't be like that. Like what? Petty. We're family. I looked at the Forbes article still glowing on my laptop screen, the group chat now with 112 messages, relatives I hadn't heard from in a decade suddenly celebrating me. I need to go. I have actual meetings. I hung up. By 9 a.m., my assistant had fielded calls from 6 family members. Tyler wanted to discuss investment opportunities. Aunt Linda wondered if we were hiring her son. Uncle Robert had business connections. Mom texted, honey, I'm so sorry if we seemed unsupportive. We just wanted to protect you from disappointment. I didn't respond. At 10 a.m., we started the board meeting. My Series A investor, the one who believed in me when it was just equations on a whiteboard, smiled across the table. Congratulations on the Forbes piece, she said. Well deserved. I'm guessing your phone's been blowing up. Family, I replied. She nodded knowingly. Let me guess. Suddenly everyone remembers being supportive. Something like that. Later, as my assistant hesitated at my office door, your mother's on line 3, says it's urgent. I stared again at the article. 7 years of 90-hour weeks. 7 years of maxed-out credit cards before funding. 7 years of being told I was wasting my potential, embarrassing the family, living in a fantasy. And now? Because Forbes had confirmed it, suddenly they wanted to celebrate. Suddenly they'd always believed. Suddenly I was worthy of pride. My phone rang again. Emily. Hey, I answered. Mom's freaking out. She's been crying all morning. About what? About, the things they said. She feels terrible. She texted me last night to say I was pretending to be important, that everyone knew I was struggling. Silence. That was before Forbes, Emily said quietly. Exactly. They're family. They didn't know. They made a mistake. I told them for 7 years. They chose not to believe me until Forbes confirmed it. Can you blame them? You dropped out of Stanford, maxed out credit cards, refused every job offer Dad got you, to build something revolutionary. Which I did. Emily sighed. So what, you're never going to talk to them again? I didn't say that. Then what? I looked out at the Seattle skyline, the labs where we achieved the impossible, the facility where 247 people came to work each day building the future of energy storage. I'm just not interested in performing gratitude, I said. Not for people who only value me now that Forbes does. Emily was quiet. Mom really is sorry. Great. She can text that to the family group chat where she humiliated me last night. That's petty. Maybe. But I have 7 years of receipts showing exactly how they treated me when they thought I was struggling. So forgive me if I'm not rushing to celebrate with them now that it's convenient. I hung up. At 2 p.m., my phone rang with an unfamiliar number. I almost didn't answer, but something made me pick up. Sarah Chen, I said, professional. Hello, this is Alexandra Morrison from Good Morning America. We'd love to have you on the show to discuss your Forbes feature and your revolutionary battery technology. Would you be available this Friday? I paused. This Friday? Yes. Young entrepreneur, major breakthrough disrupting the automotive industry. Our audience would love to hear about your journey. My journey. 7 years of doubt, mockery, and dismissal. edited into a 30-second inspirational montage about following your dreams. Let me check my schedule and get back to you, I said. Of course. I'll email you the details. We're thinking a 6-minute segment, live from our New York studio. Travel and accommodations covered. After she hung up, I stared at my phone. Good morning, America. The family group chat had 312 new messages. I opened it. Uncle Robert, another screenshot of the Forbes article. My niece. Can't wait to tell everyone at the club. The same club where he told people I was going through a phase when I tried to explain the battery technology at a wedding 3 years ago. Tyler, Sarah, seriously, call me. I want to make things right. Mom, honey, please. We love you. We're so proud. Let's talk. Dad, your mother's very upset. This isn't like you to hold a grudge. I set the phone down. At 4 p.m., my CFO knocked on the door. The automotive licensing deal closed, $340 million confirmed. Wire transfer tomorrow. Great. Thank you. She lingered. You okay? You seem distracted. Family stuff. She nodded knowingly. The Forbes article. Let me guess, suddenly everyone wants to reconnect. Something like that. She smiled softly. When we went public, relatives I hadn't heard from in years suddenly had investment advice and business opportunities. For what it's worth, the people who believed in you when you were working out of your apartment, those are your real family. After she left, I thought about that. The early investors who'd taken a chance. The first 10 employees who joined when we could barely make payroll. The partners who believed in the science when everyone else said it was impossible. They'd seen the value before Forbes confirmed it. At 6 p.m., my phone rang again. Mom. I answered. Sarah, thank God. I've been trying all day. I've been working. Of course, honey. Listen, I need to apologize. Last night's text, I was worried. We thought you were struggling, just pretending everything was fine. We didn't know about the company valuation, or the article. Because you didn't ask. You assumed. We wanted to protect you from disappointment. By calling me delusional, embarrassing, unemployed. Silence. We made a mistake. A big one. We should have listened. We should have believed you. You should have respected me enough to take me seriously instead of waiting for Forbes to tell you I was legitimate. You're right. You're absolutely right. Can we talk this weekend? I glanced at the Good Morning America email on my screen. I can't. I'll be in New York for a television interview. A television interview. Good Morning America. They want to do a segment on the article and the technology. She paused, then, that's wonderful, honey. Congratulations. Thank you. Maybe the weekend after? We could all get together, celebrate properly. Maybe. Sarah, please. We love you. We're proud of you. We want to support you. Where was that support when I was maxing out credit cards to fund research? When I was working 90-hour weeks in my apartment? When I was trying to explain the breakthrough? You decided I was having a crisis instead of building something real. Nothing I said mattered until Forbes confirmed it. Tears in her voice. I'm sorry. We're all sorry. What do you want us to do? I don't know. Maybe start by acknowledging that your love and respect shouldn't require external validation. That my word should have been enough. I hung up. At 7 p.m., Tyler called. Hey. I know you're pissed. You have every right. I was an ass for years, mocking your bedroom business, telling people you were unemployed. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I waited. I guess I just don't understand. Why didn't you prove it? Show us the funding, the patents, the partnerships. I tried, Tyler. For 7 years. Every time, someone interrupted to tell me to get a real job. Every gathering, someone joked about my expensive hobby. The money wasn't the point. The breakthrough was. And none of you cared enough to listen. He was quiet. So what now? You just cut us all off. No. But I'm not pretending everything's fine. You don't get to mock me for 7 years and then celebrate with me the moment Forbes validates what I've been telling you all along. That's fair. For what it's worth, I really am proud of you. even if I should have been all along. Thanks. After he hung up, I sat in my driveway staring at my phone. The group chat, 389 messages. Screenshots of the article. Congratulations. Pride. And not one acknowledgement that, less than 24 hours ago, they'd been calling me delusional. I opened the Good Morning America email and typed, "Thank you for the invitation. I'd be happy to participate in Friday's segment." Then I drafted a group text. For the record, the company has existed for 7 years. The technology has been in development for 8. I've been explaining this since 2017. The only thing that changed yesterday was Forbes confirming it. I'll be on Good Morning America this Friday. You're welcome to watch. I hit send. Replies lit up immediately. Mom, we'll definitely watch, honey. So proud. Tyler, recording it for sure. Aunt Linda, can't wait to tell everyone at the club. I set my phone to do not disturb. The house was quiet. 3 bedrooms, 2 offices, a kitchen I barely used. Bought 2 years ago with Series B earnings. The family had never seen it. Never asked. They assumed I was barely making rent. I made tea and sat on the couch, thinking about Alexandra Morrison's question. Would you like to share your journey? What would I even say? That I built something revolutionary while my family called me delusional? That I proved them wrong, but shouldn't have had to? The truth wasn't a neat TV soundbite. It was 7 years of hurt and perseverance. 7 years of building despite being dismissed by the people who should have believed in me. My phone buzzed. Emergency contact, Emily. I know you're not taking calls, her text read, but you're right. They should have believed you without Forbes. I'm sorry I didn't defend you more. I was proud the whole time. I just didn't say it loud enough. I stared at it for a long time before typing back, "Thank you. That means a lot." Her reply came instantly. "You don't owe them anything, not forgiveness, not a dinner, not a relationship. You built something despite them, not because of them. Remember that." I set the phone down. The tea had gone cold. 7 years. A $2.8 billion valuation. Revolutionary technology. Forbes. Good Morning America. And all I could think about was Mom's text, "Stop acting like you're important. We know you're struggling." I opened the group chat again. Dad had posted, "Looking forward to the GMA interview. Going to record it and show everyone at the office." The same office where he'd told people for years that I was between opportunities. I started typing a response. Then deleted it. What was the point? They believed Forbes. And maybe that was enough. Because I'd learned something over 7 years. External validation is temporary. Self-belief is permanent. And I'd built a $2.8 billion company on that belief, when no one else had it. That was the real story. The one worth telling. Even if Good Morning America didn't want it.